Hello, and we are live, everybody. Welcome to back to Castles and Crusades, the Chronicles of Paramoor. Woo! Who's excited?
I am. I really am.
Yep.
I was about to say, don't you all just jump at once? Holy crap! That was like the weakest hurrah that I ever ever heard in my life. I think I got a friend who could outdo all of us.
Hurrah!
I think I actually have a friend who can outdo all of us. If we all four gang up on her, she will still beat the crap out of us with the hurrahs. Um, so yeah, okay. Colin, I didn't even hear anything out of you. Hurrah, Trolza.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe because I'm trying to do two
Oh.
different devices.
I was about okay. So this is the part of the
might have to
movie where you
cancel
look
that.
out at the camera and you realize you have an audience.
Am I still? Yes, I think I'm coming over, but I can't hear anything now. Great.
Oh boy, it sounds like one of us is having some technical issues. Gotta love technical issues at times. All right, well we'll continue without him real quick. Okay, so welcome to the chapter 2 session. What session is this? Like 4? Is this 4?
As before.
This is session 4. Okay, session 4 of chapter 2. Yeah, so the team where we left off is the party of 2 dwarves, an elf, and an orc had to go to this keep to defend it from the so-called alliance that is planning to go to war with the entire world. Or so far just this nation. Wow, someone's got some backfeed going through, because I can hear it in my headphones.
Hold on, let me see if I can get myself if it stops.
No, it already stopped.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, alright, so you guys made it to the keep, you guys rested for a day. It is currently the next day, which places us, if I'm not mistaken, the 15th day of Jesterfool. You guys have literally been together for like 46 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You have known each other for a good solid, like, in-game, from the first session of the very first chapter to now, a good, like, what is that, like a solid month and a half? I don't know, some of my months have got 32 days in.
It's about a month
Don't
and a
see
half.
it,
Yeah, it's about a good solid month and a half already that you guys have actually known each other.
and it don't seem a day too long.
Yo, can you hear us, Colin?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, alright, cool. Alright, so we're going to go around the table and refresh everyone. I just would like to let everyone know that that Greenie, we will get to Greenie in a minute. I will be introducing Greenie to everyone, as well as outroducing Greenie to everyone. So we're gonna start over with Colin. Colin, who is your character, and tell us a bit about him.
Shadow Wolf is an elf, and it would not be 100% inaccurate to call him Castle and Crusades is Indiana Jones.
No, definitely not.
Older version, of course. He's into exploration, knowledge. Class-wise, he's rogue.
All right. And PJ, you're up next.
PJ, well, let's see. I'm Rubble. I've a fairly young dwarf who's out in the wide world for the first time to make a name for myself.
So far, you're doing a good job at that one. And Witch King.
Hello, I am the Witch King, and I am playing Azramir Bronzehammer, the Dwarven Cleric of Morg. He is a 51-year-old dwarf, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, he's like 50 or 51. Yeah. And he is going out into the world to spread the knowledge and gain flocks of followers for the good of Morg, and fight all of Morg's enemies.
All right. Tonight, I am your GM, Tabletop Junkie. I would like to introduce Greenie. Greenie is the orc fighter that has been basically at odds with Rubble for many sessions now. He is the orc that was found in the wilderness. He worships many gods, his biggest one being Yenna, because that's what his family worships. He has many different... he's pretty much close to a pantheist that we currently have, one that believes in many different gods. And so far, he's been at odds with Rubble for a while now, but now he lost his horses, his buggy, and it was said in the previous streams, which I was able to play off of this, thank goodness, that if his family was to lose the buggy because it was super expensive and the horses, that they may end up losing the farm. He has spent the night in the keep, but yet has informed the friends with a letter that he will not be able to continue his adventures. He has to return home and hopes to save the family farm.
I would hope that, given that the losses were incurred coming to help the keep out, they might at least be able to provide him with some compensation, if not replacement supplies.
They are going to provide probably with some compensation. That is good. That is probably a good assumption there. However, the problem is with the keep is you guys have noticed that this is not a very well kept up keep. It needs a lot of maintenance actually done to it. The current room that you guys are actually in, if you actually pull up your map, and yes, I have a map, but I will be showing the map to everybody else. We're going to be switching over now. Hello, we have a map. Alright, so if you guys look on your screens and see number 14. Number 14 is where you're located at in the keep. So this structure is very low. It has about maybe 5 small private rooms and a large common room for sleeping in that could fit a full dozen. The private rooms do cost 1 gold piece per night, but if you decide to sleep in the common room, it is only 1 silver piece per night. This inn is not attached. I mean, they do have a small attachment and a door that actually may go in between the 2 buildings, but I think you have to go outside and go into another building to reach the tavern. It is not owned by the same people. The Traveler's Inn is owned by separate people, while the tavern is owned by a separate owner as well. So the businesses do help each other out on promoting, but they are not earned by the same owner. So it basically, they promote each other, but they don't actually share any of the money, which is putting the keep kind of in bankruptcy. Also, as well as going to the war. Right now, if you guys remember correctly, the keep is actually fending off an army of mixed warriors. It's got goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, possibly some lizard folk. A lot of different species have came together and actually is trying to take over this region and claim it for themselves. But however, they are fighting against the orcs a little bit too, because not all the orcs agree with this alliance. So they are fighting against all the other kingdoms, including the dwarves and the elves.
Right. Okay.
So we are going to start with, it is very early the next day. You guys do know that you have, now, does any of you guys got any money on you currently?
I believe that Azramir might. Hold on a second.
Not a penny.
Okay, let's see. I have 21 gold and 23 silver.
Okay, well, what about you? What does Shadow Wolf have on him? Any
I
coins?
I have some gold. It's just trying to find a bit this way where I kept track of all of it. I've got 32 gold and 83 silver at the moment.
Okay. So, all right. So, because you guys had to stay in the inn, and I'm pretty sure because Azramir did not want rebels sleeping outside,
Yep.
you can choose to pay for private rooms, or you could just go in and sleep in the common room. Common room is only 1 silver piece. Is all you guys would
Yeah,
pay.
we're gonna sleep in the common room.
Okay. So Azramir loses 2 silver pieces, and Shadow Wolf loses 1 silver piece.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Okay. So it's early in the morning. You guys know you guys got to find the. So, if you remember correctly, you were informed by Lucius, who he is a knight of the keep, and he is here to assist you guys. Lucius has informed you that they are somewhere nearby in some caves known as the caves. Hang on 1 second. Let me make sure I don't botch this name here. Checking my notes. What did I call these things? Let's see here. And this is a big keep. You guys got a lot of things to explore in this keep. If you guys decide to just explore it. Oh, however, not with.
Yeah.
Okay, so the caves are called the Caves of War. And it's because it's the main base of the main alliance that is actually trying to dominate this region. Not just this region, but this entire. Well, yes, this one region plus soon other regions or other parts of this continent. So, yes. All right. So far you guys are in the keep here. What is you guys already know? You guys got to locate the caves, invade the caves, and try to find a way to stop this war from happening, and see if you can make peace. So that way they can, that way the keep can be flourishing. They can open up trade. They can get imports and exports, and bring more money to itself. So with that, what do you guys do? How do you guys start off the day?
Well, as usual, Azramir starts the day by meditating and praying to Morg. And he wakes up at 4 a.m. So he does that, and probably can do that in the common room, but he more than likely went outside into a non-inhabited area of near the tavern, and did his religious duties as a cleric of Morg.
I would like to point out the chapel here is more of what you call it is number 17. So it's kind of like a distance. You got to like actually walk quite a distance. But if you go to the chapel, it's more of a spiritual center, to where you can actually pray to your deity. It's not just one deity that is there.
Oh,
It's more of just a spiritual center. However, there is a cleric, and they do worship. They do actually have a cleric and a curator for and acolytes for the god of Morg. They're not dwarves. They are humans but they do know of Morg being the god of creation. So he is identified as a dwarf and the god of creation.
So what do they think about a dwarf of cleric coming into the temple?
Oh, they definitely. So if you enter the chapel, you would definitely be revered, because not many dwarves come through here. Well, okay, I don't want to say not many believers of Morg come through here. Many believers do, but maybe not many of them are dwarves per se, because like I said, in the text that both humans and dwarves have access to, the holy text of Morg, it does identify Morg as a dwarf, or as depicted as a dwarf in their text as well, but it also says he is the god of creation. So, given the fact that he's the god of creation, the humans have identified that, dwarves are very great, they're very great at blacksmithing, and they do recognize them as being potentially one of Morg's favorites.
Awesome. Well,
And remember,
he,
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I will check the lore on. I'm going to check the lore on this right now, actually, before I fall and hurt myself. And I don't mean like I'm actually getting up. That was metaphor. If you remember correctly, the human god, human deity, who is a female, just pointing that out too. Ira, goddess of valor and honor, who's also depicted as a human. Let me pull up Morg's actual lore sheet here, because he has a lore sheet. Ira is part of the godly fellowship that Morg created. So, no matter what, humans are going to recognize him as how Ira, the goddess of valor and honor, has depicted him. Because she, too, is... this keep actually follows them. So, Solana, Morg, Jessadar, Cordell, Ira, and I believe there was one more.
Yenna?
Yenna, yep, there is. And Yenna are depicted as they should be, and they have agreed to it. So yes, they just think if a dwarf comes in there that they are being actually, believe it or not, they're gonna look to you for answers. So you might be accidentally walking into a potential, like, as you're walking to the like, say you're going to the spiritual center, as you're walking through the keep, people are noticing you, and they notice that you have the symbol of Morg.
As I walk through the temple.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, but as I walk through the temple, I look at all the people watching me and supplicating themselves before me, and I say, please, everyone, I'm but a humble dwarf. It is okay.
You are approached by the curator and a couple of acolytes, and say, and they bow before you, and they say, kind dwarf, what is thy name?
My name is Azramir, of the Bronzehammer clan, of the High clans of the Dwarven homeland.
Bronzehammer clan. Okay, Mr. Mr. Azramir Bronzehammer, if you don't mind us saying, us humans don't have the culture that you do as dwarves. I would like it if we would like to offer you and ask you to humbly please grace us with a sermon of Morg.
Of course.
Many dwarves from Garudan do not make it through the keep. Not many that believe in Morg as well. So we are very honored by your presence.
I appreciate that, but as much as I would like to preach to you, I mean, I just came here to pray with all the lay people.
At least lead us through a prayer, then.
Of course. Do you want me to do this in character, or what?
Yeah, do this in character. This is going to be good.
Okay. Everyone, raise your arms up towards your chest. Do they do that?
Oh, yes, they do that. Oh, yeah, they're totally listening to you. No matter what, you can describe the scene how you see fit.
Okay, so it tells them to raise their arms to, like, roughly their shoulders and their chest, and then grasp the symbol of Morg in their right fist, and to wrap the bead around the fingers until it forms a fist with your thumbs resting on either of your hands.
All right.
And
They do exactly just that. Mind you, the symbol of Morg is a warhammer.
mhm. Well, you notice in the picture I shared, it's not a warhammer, but it's the closest thing I could find.
Yep, you're good.
So he says, "O Morg, Lord of creation, Lord of the Forge, I pray to thee, as I pray for all of these lay people here today. I pray that you will seek us in our darkest hour to bring us through the light of the Forge. I seek the evil that permeates our world, and I seek it for everyone among us, so I can bring it towards you and bind it into the light."
Very good.
That's the
Give me
Sorry.
no, very good, very good. I did like that. I liked how that was totally in character. I'm looking something up real quick because you may be giving me a roll here. First roll of the night.
Oh no.
Yep, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It can't be as bad as you think it's gonna be.
Well, it's just I don't have a charisma as a prime attribute.
Oh boy. Would it be charisma? That's
Wouldn't
fine.
it? Or would it be wisdom?
I was either thinking that. Yeah. Hang on one second. I would take it as, since you're leading them, it'll be a leadership ability. So let me pull that up. Okay, so we got leadership here, and let's see. Let me look up the leaderships. Oh, that's a feat actually. Okay, so what attribute would they go with? Oh, that would be a charisma roll. Give it your best shot.
Okay. I will do so. +1. Plus my level, so +2. And let's do this. That's a 22. That's a 20, natural 20.
Oh, that's a wow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Okay, you you only had to score an 18, and I made the challenge level 0, so 18 was your number. But you nat 20 that one. Okay, yeah, you are being revered. They're doing everything you say. As soon as the prayer is done, they begin cheerfully weeping. You totally moved the entire congregation in just a literally less than a 5-minute prayer.
These people really haven't been around dwarves, have they?
No. Anyway, so moving on to, while you're doing that still, and as you're rising above everyone, the people, the commoners, the clerics, the believers, the acolytes, everyone who has came and to see you, because there's regular people here too. They are just at your feet, going, "Thank you, O kind follower of Morg. Hey, thank you for blessing us." And to believe it or not, there might be something about this later on a GM level that we're gonna play off of, but not right now. Not right now. So moving on to Rubble. What is Rubble currently doing on this wonderful morning?
At 4 o'clock in the morning, probably still sleeping.
Oh no, it's probably more
However,
like 8 o'clock now.
well, he'll probably be sitting outside with his trail rations, gnawing away at his breakfast.
All right. So you do have food then. All right, that's good.
I've got some food, yes.
All right. And what would Shadow Wolf be doing at this time?
You're on mute, Colin.
I think Shadow Wolf is still sleeping, everybody.
He's still sleeping.
Out of all the people that would be still sleeping, I would think he would not be the one. I figured that would be Rubble.
Yeah, I think he's back.
I was trying to. I was trying to get sneaky here and listen on the phone, but unfortunately, counts as it mutes me out if I mute on the phone. So otherwise, I'd end up echoing or something.
Ah, okay.
Well, having guys and made sarcastic comments to himself about the fawning. No, is one of the are there sort of this is a big keep we're talking about, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of almost sort of a village within walls or something, you know, various bits and pieces.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Is there by any chance anywhere that sells canvas or something similar of a Paramoor version?
Let me check that up. Give me just a hot
Well, because
second here.
I've had an idea after that storm. Shadow Wolf's had an idea for a way of stealthily approaching places.
Okay.
He's about to invent hang gliding.
Oh, you're gonna craft something. Okay, all right. And you're looking for something for just canvas.
I actually thought that was a joke, but I'm thinking having, you know, that thing with mainly hang the shield and all the rest of it. It just may possibly spark some idea in there that maybe you could do something like that.
Well, you actually have a place that's called the Traders. It is number 10 on the map, which if you look at number 14 and look at 10, you can see how close they are. So you just got to walk outside, walk around, and you come to this trader place that deals with, it has, as you approach the trader place and the windows, you notice that there's some small windows, but you notice that you can see some armor, some weapons. As soon as you enter, you smell the aroma of salt. You smell salt, spice. You do see some clothing wear, as well as you're looking for a canvas. You do see some canvas and some rare woods.
I mean, I am. This is assuming you are going to allow me to have had that idea. I think it kind of works, but if you think it's a little bit too jokey,
Shadow Wolf Da Vinci.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm actually going to let you play out your creativity because that's the type of GM that I am. As long as you're not trying to make a clockwork being out of, like, as long as you're not trying to MacGyver it, like you take a rubber band, a straw, and a stick and somehow make a bow and arrow, I don't care. As long as the materials fit. And I do trust your knowledge on this, Colin, because you do have a background in medieval times and materials.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm just wondering. It's just I just had this idea, and I thought this happened. We know this happened. I'm thinking Shadow Wolf might have thought, you know what? I wonder if it's possible to work out what I would do with that. So he's going to have to find some way to, in context, to come up with the idea of a frame with canvas over it.
And you have to figure out how to carry it around if you're going to try and, like, glide or parasail down something. You got something like that about your body size would give you an EV of, I would say, it would have to be associated with your size. Excuse me, I coughed a little bit. It'd have to be associated with your size. I would say roughly, how tall are you? About 5 feet? 5 foot, 7, 6 foot?
About that, I think. Yeah, hold on a second. I can let you know. I'm 6'2", 155 pounds because I'm an elf, so I'm quite thin.
So the width, if I'm doing some geometry in my head to just come up with an EV number, it would give you an EV. I would say an EV of 8 is what I feel comfortable with giving you at minimum. An EV of 8.
Say that again.
So it would basically, you would see this big person walking around with a parasail on his back. So I don't know how that would hurt you as weight wise, but I can see the maneuverability would not be very ideal.
No, I mean, I'm going to have a look, see what they've got, and I'm going to think about it because I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure how much of this is 21st century ideas coming into. I mean, I like the idea.
I love the idea too. I think
Yeah.
it's a great creative idea. Go with the idea. We
Yeah.
could say, let's say that you have been, like, we'll say Shadow Wolf has been drawing this in his book. Like, you actually have plans
Yeah.
for it. That way, if it ever does come up again in game, and we could say we found these plans by someone who's never made it, and we could give your character credit, I will totally play that off.
Okay, yeah.
But in the meanwhile, your character is currently in this trader post, or in this trader building, and you do see a normal man with two of his sons just tending to everything, and he looks at you and says, "Why, good elf, how can I help you today?"
Good morning, Master Trader. You just turned up here last night. I'm just looking around at the moment. Do you by any chance have any canvas?
By
anything?
luck, I do. Honestly, canvas is like the only thing I have an abundance of right now. Unfortunately, due to the issues that we are currently being attacked, my biggest sales are armor and weapons and other things. So those are kind of in short supply. But I do have lots and lots of canvas. I've got this nice red silk canvas.
Hmm.
And you
What
do
sort of
feel
price?
it, and it feels like if the wind was to catch it, you could tell it's like hard to, like, it's very heavy, very durable though. Almost like kind of like what wind sails are made out of.
I'm thinking of. I'm just looking around. What sort of price are we talking about for these, so I know what to factor into my calculations?
So for standard canvas, I would say, how big you looking?
Probably. Thinks carefully. Probably about slightly more than my height. Square, so about a height and the same wide.
Yep, yep. Let me see here.
Because I'm probably gonna want to be putting over a frame.
Yep.
Like a very very large painting, but with a much thinner frame. Come to think of it.
So all right. So he's going to suggest about. All right. So you're roughly about 6'2", and with your frame being a little bit out there, he's gonna suggest to you, he will cut you 5 yards by 5 yards, and basically it's 2 yards equals out to like roughly 6 feet.
Yeah.
So he's doing roughly about a little over 12 feet on all sides, about 13 feet roughly. So he says, well, let's give you 13 feet all the way around, and you know what? I'm gonna cut you a deal, Mr. Elf. How about we settle for 15 gold pieces?
That sounds like a very good price for the moment. I need to think some more about this.
Because you
So
still
as I
gotta get the wood for the frame.
Indeed, I've got to get. I have to work out exactly what I'm doing.
Mhm.
And
Give me a wisdom roll, and this applies to line of sight.
wisdom. So, hold on. So my wisdom roll is. Hold on. I don't have a bonus for wisdom, do I? Where are we? Nope. Is this something which enhanced senses would affect or not?
Absolutely.
Okay, so bonus.
This is line of sight, so this will fall under enhanced senses too.
Okay. Wait, the enhanced senses only mentions a bonus for listening, but I presume that's going to be the same for. The description is
Oh wait, is hand senses only with listening?
The description is it can see further than humans, can see clearly enough to read road
Okay,
signs
yeah.
or
No,
spot a shield device up to 2 miles distant.
Yeah.
They can also hear very well, receive a +2 bonus on all checks involving listening.
Yep. Oh, okay, involving listening.
Because it's more than.
Hang on, let me look that up real quick. Because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to like give you the wrong information here. I could have swore enhanced senses was more than just listening, but it might just be listening.
Well, because it says you can see better, but the only bonus it actually quotes is the bonus to listening checks. And Twilight Vision again doesn't give you any bonuses. It says you can see better.
Yeah, it is only applying to listening. That is weird. But you know what? Just give me like a wisdom check. We'll do no bonus. It's not going to be that hard. I just want to see how good your eye might spot something like something moving, but it's not really moving. If you get what I'm saying.
That's a natural 20.
No, and you're
That's
worried.
an actual 20.
And you're worried about that. You're worried about not having a bonus. Are you serious? you nat 20 that? All right. I'm giving you the roll, but I'm giving you the roll with one additional roll. You now need to give me an intelligence roll. And you do have the wisdom of ages to play into
I was going to say,
and
I've got bonuses on that.
Yeah. Well, I'm giving this to you. So go ahead. And if you're not 20 this again, I'm telling you.
That one.
Don't do that.
Wouldn't surprise me. It's just a straight intelligence roll, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, but wisdom of ages applies and all, yep.
Well, hold on. That is so do I get level bonus on this as well?
Well, it is.
It doesn't matter. That just means if I get a level bonus, it makes it 22 instead of 20.
Are you kidding me?
I rolled 18.
Like a natural 18?
I got an 18.
Oh my god!
And my wisdom of ages is 2.
I was going to say, if it's prime, it's a 12, and I'm not giving you a challenge rating. I think I said that was a CL 0, so yes, you totally got that one too. Holy crap! And you're worried about these. You're worrying too much about rolls, man. Just do the rolls. I mean, unless it's a natural one, then worry. Yes. Okay, so you spot a rare wood that grows in Paramoor and is only found in certain trees called dark wood. It is paper thin light, can be easily shaped into like weapons and shields, and is giving your character the idea that using a lighter frame wood might be good for the canvas on the uplift. Like think of it as a bird's bones is hollow. That's how they get the flight with the feathers. You just had an idea with that type of wood.
Is darkwood one of those materials that's a special material, or?
Actually, it is a special material.
I'm trying to remember
let me pull that up.
Well, it's not ironwood, so it doesn't work as armor.
Oh no, because I remember there was one, but I couldn't remember what it was. Thanks.
Well, I don't know. Is it darkwood or ironwood that works as armor in this game?
I don't remember there ever being ironwood, to be honest.
I think I'm thinking of something from Game of Thrones, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you are too. Dark wood is the light wood that can be made into it can't be made into armor per se, but it can be made into shields, like buckler and stuff.
Right.
But the wood that's made out of buckler is still heavier. It's just made to make the same durable, it's same as durable as regular wood, but it's lighter. And I don't think it has any magical properties.
No, because look, because it's I've got racial craft.
Other than the magical property that it does have is that it's lighter, very much lighter.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see if you guys want. I can pull up the how much lighter here in a second, because it's actually in the Monster and Treasure Guide.
All right.
This is why we have books, people. Books are awesome. So buy books.
Books are awesome because they contain information and they save the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a sec. I had a thought. Oh. If I make something, does that mean it's racial crafted elf?
Ooh, technically, yes. Which is because you would be depending on how you be skilled. You would also possibly be skilled to make things lighter naturally because the racially crafted elf armor and weapons are naturally lighter.
Hmm. Oh, that's no. It's just literally just suddenly occurred to me. Got the racial craft up there because I thought.
Okay,
So
dark wood is magical wood that is hard as normal wood but very light. To determine the price of the item, increase the original price by... Okay, that's 25%. Items are not normally made of wood or... Let's see... They weighs only half as much as it normally would with regular wood. So if you made a buckler and say a buckler only has an EV of 1, you would technically have that zeroed out. So, yep, and then... Yeah, so what are you getting at here? What is Shadow Wolf thinking? What is in his devious mind?
Colin's thinking that means perhaps mean that an elf bow is made of dark wood.
Oh, you could totally do that too. Yes.
No. I was just thinking would that be why it's racial craft because elves know how to do? Just trying to put some logic into that one, but
okay. So let me look up the racially crafted items because I do have descriptions and stuff. In there, I just can't look it on Discord. Give me just a hot second here.
Oh no, even lighter and stronger, even using the same materials. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yes, it's also because elves are known to be lighter on their feet, so they're good to create their own type of weapons, but they use lighter materials. So naturally, dark wood would be a natural material to use, but because they're supposed to be light and nimble on their feet, they have to get used to having lighter weapons, even with the same material. So that's why it would be racially. That's why I have the racially crafted because
it's the racial crafting rather than equip. Yeah.
Yep. So I don't know how that would work. We would have to play that off screen. We'd have to talk about that off screen.
Yeah, that would be there. No, I was literally just occurred when we were talking.
All right. So you do see a lot of stuff in there. I take it that you're gonna spend some. I take it like Shadow Wolf's gonna spend some time in the.
Yeah, I might want to. I mean, if there's a few things I can.
All right.
I can think of that I might.
Well, meanwhile, at what point? While you're in there, at what point? So let's say Azramir is done with his sermon and he has already paid his dues to his god. He's prayed. What is he doing now?
He's going to have breakfast.
All right. So you do know there is a tavern that does actually sell food. It is right next to the Traveler's Inn. Traveler's Inn is 14. The tavern is 15. So you're walking from 17 all the way back to 15. You're going through the streets. Actually, believe it or not, as you're going through the streets are kind of muddy, and people are laying down. They're helping you across the muddy place. You are known. You have somehow became somewhat of a holy figure in this in this place at the moment.
I'm gonna end up a saint of the humans.
Okay. Someone really needs to say he's not a saint. He's a very naughty dwarf.
Well, I'm assuming Rubble's outside. If he's outside, I imagine he's in the corner between 14 and 15, around 13, which I believe is a well. That's a fountain. Yeah, that's a fountain.
He's either sitting with his back to the well or he's sitting in the corner.
Okay, yep. So he's seeing this happen as Ezramir is approaching the tavern. He sees this happening.
He can see that Azumir isn't quite comfortable with all the attention he's getting, but he doesn't want to be impolite, so he just goes along with it.
No, he just basically shakes his head and goes, "Posh git." He just actually it enhances the fact that he thinks that all these posh people are actually just think they're better than everybody else.
Well, at some point, Rubble's gonna have to rethink that because Azumir slept on the common room floor with everyone else.
Oh,
Well, I know he just basically shakes his head and just thinks it.
still can't afford one of those.
So they take you into the tavern. They watch him as he goes in there. And inside the tavern is currently, let's see, 13 people. What's the odds that any of them are Believer or Morgue 2? Oh, not very likely. So, 13 people are currently sitting there, and they watch as this party like chauffeurs you in, and they actually do. They even seat you. They say, Mr. Dwarf, Mr. Bronzehammer, please sit here. And as they sit, they surround you, and one actually comes and quickly orders from the tavern keep some apples, a wedge of cheese, some bread, some wine, and a big thing of stew with lots of meat in it. And they bring this all to you just for you.
Is Rubble around? Or Shadowwolf around?
Shadowwolf is currently in a shop right now, marveling at items and getting ideas.
And Rubble sitting out at the well.
Well, then Azumir is going to pick up his food and bring him outside and go sit with Rebel.
As they see you sit with the dwarf, they too offer Rubble the same thing.
Rubble says, "I'm okay. I've had food."
Okay, all right. So you guys are all
Please forgive
surrounded.
my young dwarf friend. He's young and dumb.
They all go. You hear like all these people go, "Oh."
Sorry about that, Rebel. I just have to get him off our back.
Okay, what is Shadowwolf currently doing? As this is going on, what is he doing? Are you done marveling at the goods and the wares?
Shadow's player is currently looking down the equipment list, seeing if he can find anything he wants to buy.
Okay. I don't think the armor in this trader shop is going to really be suited for Shadowwolf's liking, to be honest. Because, like I said, I told you his wares are kind of his armor and weapons are kind of like dimming, but they do have spices and stuff.
We can sell those for higher prices elsewhere. Get them.
Yeah. Well, son, I've got I did some cooking, I think, last time, didn't I? So I knew how to do.
Yeah, but I don't know if these spices can be like carried on your person or if they're in like a barrel.
Well, they take them from a jar and they pour them in a bag for you.
Okay. Are you gonna have your test of special salt from your from the Shire there, Colin?
Oh, come on, guys. So, you guys remember that you guys were accompanied by a man named Lucius, right?
Oh, we were? I've forgotten about
Yeah. Well, he was the human knight that guided you guys all here, and then also got lost in the tornado, but then somehow ended up where you guys are. Inexplicably, of course. Lucius actually approaches the two, Azramir and Rebel, and going, "What are you guys doing? I brought you guys here to help us out. When are you guys gonna help us against these fiends that are trying to break into our keep and kill everybody?"
Well, we needed some rest. I mean, we traveled for like a month, man.
It's almost It's almost noon.
Well,
It's
hold
midday.
on.
Look.
Hold. Okay. I got it. I'll get Rebel. Rebel, come on. Let's go get Shadow Wolf. We're gonna be heading out.
Sounds fine by me.
All right. You guys don't even know where Shadow Wolf is right now.
I talk to the townspeople and I say, "Have you seen an elf who wears a fedora and a coat?"
Elf version Robin Hood. Okay.
No, Indiana Jones.
Oh my
It
god.
reminds me. Hold on a second. How much does a whip cost?
I think that's a little. Oh, let me look that up for you. To be honest.
No,
He would have a whip. Let's see here. Equipment. There's probably a slight inflation on the price, just so you're aware, for a whip, because it still counts as a weapon.
I can't actually see it on the list here, but
Oh yeah. It doesn't look like we
Oh.
actually have it.
1 gold piece.
Oh, 1 gold piece. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it doesn't count as a weapon. It's. Oh wait, is it down here? Walrus wagon.
Yeah, it's down. It's down the bottom of ranged weapons for some odd reason.
Because there is a range on it.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep, 1 gold piece. 15 feet. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, if you want to spend the 1 gold piece, you got it. Actually, I'm going to charge you 4 gold pieces because I told you there was an inflation rate.
Yeah.
But you can like grab people's swords out of their hands.
I don't think he's that skilled. Well, he
I
might
mean,
be. Never mind. Never
Yeah,
mind.
sorry, I'm an archer. You know, don't want them to get close enough. If they get within 15 feet of me, I'm in trouble. I'm supposed to have taken them out at 4 times that range. I know what I might look for.
Ooh, yeah, with it
You
only
like a
being
pack?
like, with it only being like 1 gold piece, and I told you 4. Yeah, no, I'm gonna back that up. Because that's like a huge inflation rate. It's not that big. Yeah, you know what? 1 gold piece, if you want it, it's yours. It's not made out of anything special though.
Yeah, why not? Just for the,
All right.
just for the proverbial lols of it.
You got yourself a whip.
I said I was going to be the Indiana Jones of Paramoor. I should be Indiana Jones.
You're going that route.
Yeah, except I'm going to have to be really careful to keep it carried. Otherwise, it's going to take me over my bloody encumbrance.
Yep, there you go. The EV on that is only 2 though.
Yeah, but my EV's currently 1 under my max.
Oh, geez.
Actually, no. Then again, I carry it rolled up on the belt, so that's.
You can always put it in the backpack.
Yeah.
I was about to say, we may have to recalculate the EV, because remember, you guys have lost some items too. Like, nothing like weapons or anything, but you guys have eaten your food, you guys have drank your water.
Most of the stuff's in my backpack, so it all comes off of that one, but...
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, good point. And, that still takes up a slot, regardless if it's empty. All right, well, you got a whip. What do you do now? Right now, everyone, you hear commotion going on outside.
Excuse me, a good trader. I'm going to see what that is. I think I'm supposed to be doing something else anyway, and I will go and see what the fuss is.
All right. Well, he premieres the whip to you. You take it. You give him the gold piece, and he says, Good day, good elf. Thank you for gracing us with your presence today. And we do
Leon-
appreciate this.
The honor was mine.
All right. So you walk outside and you see Rubble kind of probably, I don't know, what is Rubble looking like? Because the crowd is trying to shoo him around. Of course, Lucius is with them, and you know, everyone is surrounded Azramir at this point.
He's basically stepped back so he's not beside Azramir and getting crowded. He's probably standing next to the guard or Lucian.
So what is, so when Shadow Wolf looks at Azramir, what does he see?
Just catches Bubble's eye and looks and goes, huh?
I know, Rubble just shakes his head and goes,
Yeah.
and shrugs his shoulder.
Yeah.
And if you get a look of Azumir, he'll be like, I don't know what's happening, man.
I don't know what's happening, man. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I think I may have to make you make a deception roll on that one. Because you totally know what's... Your Azramir totally knows what happened here.
Well, I mean, but do I have to do it with the player? Because then
No, you're good. No, you're good. It depends. Unless the player wants to see through... You know, unless the player
I mean,
thinks
do
there's
you
something
want
else
to
going
do that,
on.
Colin? Do you want to do that, Colin? Do you want to roll, or do you want to just say, I don't believe him, or I believe him?
Sorry, I lost you for a second there. Do what?
Oh, do you want to roll to see if my character successfully lied to you about not knowing what's happening with the people surrounding him?
I'll
Or
believe
do you
you.
want, or do you just want to say like, no, I know he's joking, or something?
I'll let it pass.
Okay.
Say Tasmania.
Well, okay, so Lucius is gonna step in and go, we need to, you know, what is your guys' plans for searching for the, you know, the Caves of War and take out this alliance? Or stop the alliance. Not necessarily take out.
Well, we're going to get Shadow Wolf to actually track have a look round, see if there's any tracks, and do some tracking.
Oh, right.
Yep. And if there's any undead or infernal creatures, I will banish them to the pits of the abyss.
I will accompany you, and I will guide you in these lands, since you guys may not know much about the keep or the land around it. But we do see many different types of creatures out here.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You know, dwarves do come out here. We do see a gnome every now and then. A couple halflings. Some wolves.
Many
Some
elves?
snakes. No, not really any elves.
Just say, looking at the map, in the wooded area, does the forest of Elfheim go? Is it just the thickly wooded bits, or does it go out?
Oh, no,
To keep
no,
it-
no. What you see on the map is what you got. You don't have anything else beyond that right now.
No, say because the keep appears to be one hex away from the wooded hilly area.
Oh, yeah.
But Elfheim itself is quite a long way away from that. So I was just wondering, you know, how close it is. Because I think you said it's a reasonable way away from Elfheim at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they
said-
do see elves from time to time, but not like not like they see dwarves, gnomes, halflings. And of course, halflings and gnomes are kind of rare in this part of the world, but they still see them. Elves are kind of common, but I mean, elves don't travel outside of Elfheim too much unless they have to come this way for a reason. Given the map and how everything does look, I'm gonna say this right now. I mean, unless there was some
Well, that's
reason
interesting.
unless there was some reason for Elfheim to like you're not gonna see like a whole lot of elves, like, yeah, because this is all mountain land. I mean,
So I just
unless there
wanted.
was a reason that they had to go to Garudan or whatnot, or
I,
they're kind of protecting their own borders.
No, I simply wanted just literally looking on the map. But
Yeah, I just
I
looked at that.
found, yeah, yeah, I found your ironwood, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It's what expert backpacks are made of. The backpack, the adventurer's backpack.
Oh,
What it does, it effectively knocks a backpack is two. A backpack is EV2 capacity 8. An expert small backpack heavier,
okay.
You cut
but
out.
it's also an expert backpack is 9 gold pieces. It weighs £3 rather than 2.
They wouldn't really have anything
But
like.
found your ironwood.
Yep. They wouldn't really have a lot of those those specialized. Those are like specialized backpacks. That's something that would be more in a bigger place.
I mean, it's something I think I want to. I think we've said, we want to try and work out a couple of things about exactly what backpacks are, because there seem to be some oddities with the maths on them and some.
Yep.
No, it's just I found that because it specifically says they're made of ironwood, so it mentioned that may be where we've seen.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that either. Holy crap, ironwood. That's like a thing. All right. So, all right. Well, what are you guys looking at doing at this point? You guys are all standing out the doors of number, like, you're outside the building of number 10. So what are you guys looking at doing? You guys tell the story.
Ask Lucian, where was the last time any of the horde was seen? The monsters were seen.
Oh, actually, yeah, just so it's been about a couple weeks. I think it's been a week to a couple weeks before the night left. He said it's we see them quite often, every few days or so. They said the last time that they held off a group of a raiding party that was trying to come through the gate doors was about we'll say about 3 nights ago. Just which is a day or two before you arrived.
And what's the weather been like since?
Well, according to the reports, and this is Lucius speaking. Lucius looks at you and go, "Well, according to the reports, I mean, they might just be testing our defenses. They only send
Sorry.
small groups at a time, which is weird."
What's the weather been like the last few days?
Rainy. Well, a little bit of clouds, a little bit of rain, but now it's today is sunny.
Right, so there may be no tracks then if it's been raining.
Or there might be
In
a
the
lot
last
of
few
tracks
days.
depending on how soft the ground is.
Yes, but if it's been raining since they've been there.
Oh yeah, the mud.
Yeah, so the best thing we could do, Shadow Wolf, is see if we can pick up some tracks. Can't you?
It's been a long time since I did that. Some of my scouting skills have atrophied over time. Captain Lucius, do you to keep an eye on what's going on outside?
Say that again.
Does the keep send out patrols, scouting patrols?
No, we actually don't have enough men for that. If we send out any more patrols and they don't come back, we risk on being undermanned and overwhelmed. We won't be able to use all the catapults. We have a couple. We actually have a couple siege weapons attached to this. So he begins telling you about where the siege weapons are all at, and how many men, and it takes about 1 or 2 men to operate. But the keep is actually outfitted with protection weapons. It's actually 6 ballistas that is outfitted with, and 5 light catapults. But each one takes a crew of the 5 light catapults takes 2, And then the 6 ballistas take about 1 to 2 as well. It can manage with 1, but barely. So 2 would be best. So they need it. They need like literally 12. What is that? 12, 10, about 22 to 30 men just to operate them, and then the upper wall. About
I
roughly
understand
30 to 60. So no, we don't have the men to spare.
But that is unfortunate, but understandable.
Yep.
And of course,
Especially since let's see here, there is roughly in the keep. I mean, it's a keep. It's not really like, it's kind of like a village, but there's probably only like a few hundred people here. So
Yep, I get
most
you.
of them are
Yeah.
military.
Yep, no, I get you. I just wondered, but obviously we hadn't had a chance to look around that much. Fair enough.
Yep. Any other questions?
No, I think
No.
the best just actually head out and see if we can find any tracks.
Yeah. Or else we'll have to wait until they pass through again on a dry day.
All right.
Yep.
So
But
you
do we want to
guys,
hang around?
you guys head off for adventure outside.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Now we start playing The
Dun,
Legend of
dun,
Zelda music.
dun, 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 dun.
Was that the Indiana Jones scene?
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Or
But I was saying maybe the music that plays right now, if this was a TV show or something, would be the Hyrule Fields soundtrack in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
Well, while you
Colin needs
guys-
to actually get a hand crossbow, just in case anybody comes at him with a sword.
Colin, quick, give me a wisdom roll. And by the way, enhanced senses with +2 to listening does count.
Sorry, was that wisdom roll? I lost you. Get there a second. Was that wisdom roll?
Yes, that was a wisdom roll.
Okay. Oh, that's a mere 8, unfortunately. It's,
Really?
I don't have a bonus. Yeah,
All right.
I have wisdom that time around.
Okay. All right.
I don't. I. You know,
All right. Ezramir and Rubble, give me a wisdom roll, please. And if you got anything towards listening or sight, that does count.
oh, well, in that case, that's 10.
Oh, okay. Is your wisdom
mine,
a prime attribute?
Nope.
Nope.
Like I
Okay.
said.
I was just a prime.
All right. Well, give me a wisdom roll.
Mine's
I
was
actually rolled a 14. A 12 was +2. Or no, wait. Yeah, +2 because I have a +1 to wisdom and a +1 because of I'm level 1. So
All right.
14.
Yo.
Go ahead. You said 14,
Mm-hmm.
and that was prime, correct?
Yes.
All right. So we got 1 success, 1 fail, and what does Rubble get?
Rubble got a 6.
Altogether, okay, that's definitely a fail. Okay, all right. Let's see if this moves you guys up any. Nope.
Rubble, you give me 100 gold pieces, and I think about buying a hand crossbow.
Definitely not.
Expensive.
You guys all okay? So Ezramir notices a party of orcs are heading directly your way, but they don't see you
Oh,
guys yet.
Oh no. I mean, I said I wanted to bring the enemies to heal to Morg, but not like this.
That's assuming they're actually coming to attack, because not all orcs, we were told.
Yeah, hashtag not all
This is
orcs.
true.
So
Well,
we need to check.
they do have long spears. They have pieces of armor all like meshed together. They got blood all over them. So I'm pretty sure they're not friendly.
How many of them, and how far are we from the keep?
Well, there's only 6 of them that you're currently seeing, and I just switched screens. There's only 6 of them that you're currently seeing, but you don't see any more. And if Ezramir makes you guys aware of them, you guys do see them too. So yeah.
How far away are they?
We're gonna say they're within like 15 feet, but they don't notice you. It's almost like you're stealthing without being stealth. It's like, whoa, they're well within range.
Did you say 15 or 50?
We'll go with 50. 50 sounds more realistic.
I was going to say 15 point blank.
Well, I think
They're closing in
we need.
fast without
Yeah, I
realizing
think we
it.
need to actually start using more range weapons to
You
thin
guys
them out.
you guys do hear them talk, and it's like, well, I told my mate I didn't want to do this, but she insisted we spice up our marriage. Okay.
These heathen degenerate orcs will go down in hell.
Are you screaming that?
No.
Oh.
I think he might going down might be something you might suggest he does. He wants to spice up his marriage.
All right. What do you guys do to handle them?
Well, I know it's really against Morg's tenets, but I'm gonna try to communicate with them to see if they're willing to parlay, perhaps.
All
I'm
right.
going to take out my short bow and prepare it.
Okay.
So,
All right. So so Rubble got his short bow. Colin's got, what do you got? A short bow or a long bow?
short bow, unfortunately, it's all I could afford.
Okay. So you guys got your short bows out. As Zamir goes up, and what does he say?
Of this valley. Wait, is this a valley? He looks around.
No,
Is it
it's
a
in the
valley?
mountains, dude. It's in the mountains.
Orcs of this mountain place thing.
You're on some grassland in the mountains.
Please understand that even though I am a follower of Morg, I bear no ill will towards you, so long as you pass by us in peace. Are you amenable to that?
They begin to draw their weapons. Give me a charisma roll.
Okay, damn it.
Yeah, you're gonna charm these people.
Maybe.
If you don't, I'll be very shocked. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
I got a 4, so that's a 6.
Okay. Yep, they're not doing this. All right. Initiative time. But before we take initiative, Rubble and Shadow Wolf, you guys could take shots now real quick if you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So it is Dex for that, isn't it?
Yep, it is dexterity.
17 plus 1 for enmity, so that's a bonus 1 to hit, and no other.
All right, you get
No
the
other.
roll for damage.
Right.
If Azimir dies, I am so gonna play a human.
3.
3?
3. Yep.
Okay, all right. And what does Shadow Wolf do? Oh, and I totally forgot. We totally even have Lucius with you. He's company you guys, and he has no ranged weapons, so never mind.
I don't have ranged weapons either.
I get a +1 per level.
Yes. So what'd you roll to hit?
Because that makes a difference between 11 and 12. I need to double check my. Actually, the bonus to hit, I've just got one in this one. What's for those? 12.
Okay. All right. So that one does miss. So an arrow flies right to. All right. So you guys both release your arrows. Rubble's arrow goes right in the eye of one orc and comes out right in his helm a little bit. Like he has no helmet on, and sticks out the back of his head and falls to his death. The other arrow just flies by another orc. And before anyone gets to attack, one orc is going to take a minute and see if he can spear right through Azimir, since Azimir's got his arms wide open to parlay with these guys, and they're not going for it. So
It was a shot.
all right. By the way, does a 10 hit you?
For my armor class is a 15, so negatory.
Oh yeah, so that spear went like right by you and landed right behind you for some strange reason. And Lucius is like, "They're the orcs that attack us," and he draws his sword. There is currently 5 orcs still alive. We need initiative rolls. Let's do it.
Okay.
That is D20 plus.
Just plus your dex.
Okay.
All right, I got to pull
No
up.
modifier.
Is a 5.
11.
I got a 19, no modifiers.
All right, so let's see here. We got Witch King has a 5. PJ has a 19. What does
shit.
Colin have?
11.
7?
11. 1-1.
11? Okay, sorry. Okay. The NPC Lucius has. Oh God, that was terrible. Let's see. His dex is a plus, so he has a 3. And then, all right, so we got 5 orcs. So let's see here. Orc 1, Orc 2, Orc 3, Orc 4, and Orc 5. All right, let's see what we got here. Face values. Okay, so we've got a. All right, so we got a 6, a 7, a 9, a 15. Yep, we're all gonna be hurting here. And a 14. All right, so let's see here. All right, so we're all getting ready to battle here. All right, so 2 orcs are gonna close in right on Azramir, and they're gonna roll. All right, we're gonna roll here. Heck no! All right. Crap. You guys want to see something
Silly
funny?
question. If I got 19, am I not meant to have first?
Oh yeah,
points?
that's right. Never mind. Totally forgot about that. Oh yeah, I you know what? I gotta make this 19 a little bit longer. All right, go right ahead. You go first.
Right, I'm going to run towards the ones that are heading towards Azramir and scream and take a swipe with my battle axe.
All right. So you're screaming at the battle axe, going, "Ah!" All right, give me.
I'm
roll.
screaming at the orcs as I'm with my battle axe raised as I'm running in towards where the 2 of them are closing in
All right.
to Azramir.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Now, go ahead and roll for attack.
Right. Now, that's a 7 plus 1 for the level and plus 4. So that is it's 12.
12. 12 does not hit, but as you're running, as you're running, you notice that one orc trips and lands and decapitates his own head.
Somebody rolled a natural 1.
Yes, he did. And the other orc misses Azramir with the spear. So, all right. So that takes care of one orc, and takes care of the turn of another orc. So it takes care of PJ, one orc, and the next one in line would be Shadow Wolf.
Okay.
So what is Shadow Wolf doing?
At the minute he's trying to make sure he's got his maths right. Do you get your level added to your attack rolls?
You know, honestly, I don't think you do. I
Off,
think that was a mistake.
Okay, no. Actually, that's what. Or your armor class. Your armor class is just your. Dependent on your level, correct?
No, your armor class is not dependent on your level.
No, your armor class is 10 plus your armor you've got
Plus-
and your shield and any modifiers.
Yeah.
Yep.
But not your but no level modifier.
No.
What I'm saying. Right. Okay, no, that's okay. Good. Shooting the one that's coming closest to me, or shooting
Okay.
at him. And that's even fucking worse.
What'd you get?
It's an 8.
What's your attack? Like, how much do you get to attack? Is
No.
it 8 in general, or did you roll an 8?
That's 8, including my +5.
Oh! So you got a 3 on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you totally missed again.
Yeah.
Losing arrows here.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna have to hope I can see if any of these arrows are actually reusable at some point.
Okay. Well, then three orcs get to go in. One is going to close in. One's going on Rubble. One has closed in on Lucius, and one has closed in on Azramir. All right. The one that has closed in on Rubble has tried to hit Rubble for 14.
Armor class is 15.
Good. That's a miss. All right. The next one that has hit try to hit Lucius is hitting Lucius for 16. Ooh, that actually might have hurt him.
Oh no.
Yep. Oh, there we go. Need to get that out there. Boop, boop. Oh yeah, that's 14. He is totally hit for damage. And then 15 on Azramir.
That is a hit.
That is a hit. Okay, here we go. All right. Lucius takes 4 points of damage. And Azramir takes 8 points of damage.
Okay. Yep.
We're talking
I'm
about,
down to 0 HP. I'm down to 0 HP.
0 exactly?
Mm-hmm.
All
I
right.
have 80 and
Are we within sight? Are we within? How far are we from the keep?
You guys have traveled a bit of a distance. Like, it's kind of like
Okay.
you can kind of see it, but it's like off in the distance. By the way,
Yeah,
Azramir is not dead. He is currently knocked unconscious.
We ain't
Okay.
in range to.
Scream for help? No.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, nope.
I was just going to say, I just realised that when I rolled the dice for damage, I rolled a 3. I forgot to add the +2 to it, so it would have done 5 damage rather than the 3. Just
Oh,
letting
you
you
still
know.
killed an orc for it, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just letting you know that
Yep.
it should have actually been more.
Okay, good point. All right. All right. Well, Azmir's down. Lucius is going to attack with his longsword. Oh, that might actually have hit something.
I don't know if anyone has healing skills in this party except for me.
Nope. Lucius has missed. You guys are watching him as he strikes. He is striking. He's like, and yep, there we go. That's all he's doing. He's just missing with his sword. All right, moving back up to Rubble. It's Rubble's turn.
Right. As I was running towards Azramir and he's down, I'm going to go for the one that just took him out, and I'm going to stand over him.
Okay.
Right, so that's 15 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So 19.
Oh, okay, that does totally hit. And I totally forgot we have a hit body location as well. So, go ahead and roll for damage.
Right. 3 plus 2.
3 plus
Right.
2, that's 5.
No, sorry. Just double checking. There's no, it's just 3 plus 2, so that's 5 damage.
Oh, okay. Well, we're not even gonna have you roll to hit. You decapitated him easily. You went up and you did like Rubble did this like tornado spin, and he just like you awesomely with your battle axe decapitated the head of the orc. So that's another orc down. All right, and that puts Colin up next. There's only 3 orcs left.
Shooting. What are they doing?
Attacking you. That's what they're doing.
Okay, no, I'm just saying
But they're
that.
at a distance.
No, that's okay. I'll go for the nearest one again.
Okay.
And that's much better. That's better. That's a 15.
That's a 15.
Plus. Shoot. Oh,
It's a hit. Just roll for damage.
I was going to say that. Okay. But unfortunately, this is a really weird thing that my damage is. Okay, so D4.
Your modifier to that will be your dex if you're using a bow.
It's because I get a +1 because it's an elfish craft as well. It's
Oh.
basically it's D4 plus 3.
Oh, okay.
She's 4.
Okay, so you got 4 altogether.
Yeah, minimum damage I could get.
All right. Well, you shot an orc right through the head. Before they can even do anything, they just like you shot it right through the head and blew out the back of the skull.
Yep.
All right, that means there's only 2 orcs left. Woohoo! All right. Well, one's on Lucius and one is not on Rubble at all. The other one, they're both on Lucius at this point because
None of them are going to try to end Azumir's life.
Oh, they're kind of busy with the live people right now.
Okay.
And also, Rubble standing over you.
Okay, just making sure.
All right. 17 on one. All right.
What was in your trail rations?
In mine?
Spinach. No, mine's because I was having trail rations outside for my breakfast. It was full of spinach.
You guys are watching on how Lucius is getting murderized by a spear. You see him take a couple shots to like some ribs or something. He's like, oh, he's got blood everywhere. He's only got like 2 hit points left. So,
Maybe I should have
but one orc did totally miss. So he's gonna try and hit one of those orcs, and he misses. Good grief. All right.
Isn't
Moving back to Rubble now.
And we'll have to run over to the closest one. Since the last 2 are on Lucius, I'll have to run over there and attack one.
Okay, go right ahead.
18 plus 4, 22.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Right, and the damage is 1 plus 2, 3.
3? You like as you're running up to that orc, you just like swing your axe so hard you plowed right through his torso.
So 4 damage. Sorry, it's plus 3. I keep forgetting there's the enmity.
You obliterated the orc. What more do you want from me? Okay, you
Well,
went
for
right
one
through his
into the other.
torso. His arm went off in one direction. His legs went off in another direction. There is literally.
As long as I split him, that's the main thing.
He's dead. There's nothing left I can do for you. By the way, it's Shadow Wolf's turn.
You could reassemble the body. And then
If he was a necromancer, maybe. Would be useful.
I'm going to be shooting into melee at this point, aren't I?
No.
Oh, okay,
You're still
good.
at
In
a
that
range.
case.
They never engaged on you.
No, but
I
there's
mean-
only one left, and he's actually in the middle. He's actually fighting Lucius,
just-
and I was there as well. That's what you mean.
Okay, I got an 18 anyway,
Oh boy. All right.
including bonuses.
Roll for damage.
It's a minimum of 4.
4?
5.
Oh yeah. Before he starts running away
Right.
and you shoot, and as the arrow flies and hits him, it takes his head clean off and sticks it to the ground, and his body falls limp with blood splurting everywhere. You guys have just defeated 6 freaking orcs.
Okay. Right.
In all fairness, one of them defeated himself.
Yeah.
That is true. He rolled a nat 1 and tripped on his own weapon and did the damage.
It reminds me of was it World War Z with the guy coming out the airplane?
And his
with a
minimum
gun?
damage that he could do on one single attack was a 3 or a 4. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, he ain't getting out of this one.
Yep. So I think we need to actually try and get Azimir up and get Lucius and Azimir back to the keep.
I have bandages.
Okay.
I've got bandages as well.
So we can do the bandaging. The other thing is, are any of the arrows recoverable?
Say that again.
Are any of the arrows recoverable?
Wouldn't they break in?
Not necessarily. No. Not necessarily.
Give me.
I mean,
Oh.
Give me a percent.
especially if you
Give me a percentile roll.
say, especially if you're talking shooting through or into things. No, because especially from a dead body, they're quite easily recoverable. They may be recoverable.
Oh.
29.
How much you got?
29.
Give me a second.
And I've loosed 3, and I think Rubble is 1.
I thought you lost more because I thought you missed on a couple. You hit 3. I thought you shot 5.
I've only shot 3.
I fired one.
Okay.
You didn't. No, you didn't. You're doing that deliberately.
Oh, that's right. He did
Yes,
do one.
I am.
He did do one. Okay.
You do that
I-
very deliberately. I'm not recovering your arrow for
I
that.
loosed one. I'm
not recovering your. I'm not checking your arrow for that.
Honestly, I'm gonna give you 1 arrow to recover. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. All right. So, with
That's
the
fine.
bandages, it would take you a wisdom check. Technically, yep. And you could do a check for, you could do 1 check for Ezramir and 1 check for Lucius, and they can't be re-rolled.
right. I'll do Lucius. You do Azimir.
Okay, I don't have a bonus, but I don't have any.
Neither do I, and it failed miserably. I got a 5, and I've got no. And what is it? Wisdom? Did you say?
Oh, say that again.
What's the modifier? What do you use?
Wisdom. It'll be your wisdom modifier.
Right. So basically, it's a -1. So I got a 4.
Okay.
I probably did more damage to him than anything.
It's not prime, which means the target's 18. Correct?
Yes.
Lucky I rolled a 19, then, isn't it?
Yep. That counts as a success. So so since you did Ezramir, he gets the standard healing, and then he gets the standard healing, as well as the healing with the heal check and the heal check with the bandages. So he is going to heal 1, 2, 3 plus a d4. So Ezramir, roll me a d4.
Okay. Roll high, please die. Oh shit! I had rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4? Okay, so you're going to rest for 24 hours. In 24 hours, you're going to have 7 of your hit points back.
Awesome.
All right. Lucius only heals 1. Oh, he only heals 1. So
No.
Yeah. All right.
Can Azramir, if he's now conscious and awake, can he heal?
Well, before I
Lucius.
let you guys talk with him, I mean, Lucius is awake, so you can talk with him. But Azramir will not wake up for this scene until after you guys rest. I want Shadow Wolf and Rebel to tell me what going through the night is like. You guys do not have the ability to carry them back, to carry Ezramir back because he's too far unconscious. I mean, maybe you guys could all count that, but Lucius won't be able to help, and you might be in danger, so it might be best to just make camp for the night.
What's round about us? Is it forest? Is there any?
No, it's actually open green. Open green with some trees. Like, literally, it's like a meadow or a plain.
Right.
It's just a plat of land. The grass is real thin, not super muddy, because there is soft grass ground and soil, but you are up in the mountains a little bit, so there is like a little bit of rock. Like you could probably dig like maybe a good foot and a half a hole, and then you'll hit some stone and some rubble and a lot of rock.
So we can see a good long distance, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're probably best sitting in the middle.
So we can see if any nuns come singing over the hills.
Yep.
We'll
Good.
have none of that. So basically, the best.
Well, I know how to
thing
solve a
do-
problem like it, home.
if they basically if there's a tree or rocks nearby in the centre, we'll probably make the camp round about that, but in the centre of the meadow so we can see all around.
All right.
Yep. What's
Well-
the
No
what's the weather
campfire.
conditions? I was saying, yeah, no campfire. What's the weather conditions?
Just dark, clear, moonlight, stars.
Good. In other words, twilight. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
wonderful
no
thing.
vampires, please.
Wonderful thing. You can see the burning glow from the keep, but you can also see a burning glow in the opposite direction, just a couple miles away.
Right. Okay. Oh,
Do you think that's where the camp is?
possibly. When I said twilight, that's good.
Yes,
You can
because
see twilight.
Yes,
we've
exactly.
got deep vision, so we can see better at night.
Oh, can you? Right. Okay. Yeah. So I've got twilight vision, which means I can see under starlight or moonlight.
I've got
This
deep
is
vision.
color detail. Okay.
Dwarves can see in pitch black darkness because they're underground, so they need that.
But you guys catching what I'm throwing out there to you, aren't you?
Yes.
I
So
I
we'll
can
need to
distinguish-
actually keep an eye on where that fire in the distance is.
How far did you say it is?
At least a couple miles.
Oh, damn! It's a shame. Why is
Well,
the
at least
distance
we
I can
know the
distinguish
direction.
colour?
It's like a mile
Yeah.
or two. It's not that big of a deal because the keep and the caves are well within an 8-mile radius of each other. So they're all in the same hex. You guys have not left the hex area.
So we've got a rough idea where the camp is. So I think we need to head that way in the morrow.
Oh, and tomorrow we need to get these guys back, don't we? We're gonna have to get these guys back to.
Yes,
If-
but once if we get them back, then the two of us we can head out to scout their
Yeah,
camp.
I was going to say if they weren't these guys weren't seriously injured, I'd possibly chance having go and look, but that would leave you on your own here, and we don't necessarily want to do that. And I'm so checking what I know about. Hold on. Got the thing for.
I was gonna say, Asmir Bronzehammer can't be like his wounds are healing nicely. Mind you, he only has he's recovering 7 of his hit points. His max hit points is 8.
Yeah.
So mind you, you're gonna be looking at him, checking his wounds out throughout the night, and
Yeah.
basically you're gonna see him healing quite nicely.
Dwarves are hale and hearty.
Yes,
Mm,
but
so could-
Lucius isn't, so he needs to go back.
Exactly.
And
Why
we
can't
can't
I
send him
find-
back on his toad.
Truth
just
be
in case.
told, since you guys are kind of sitting between since you guys are kind of sitting great like the same amount of distance between the keep versus the caves, it's very likely that Lucius can go back on his own.
Does he have his horse with him?
Yes, he does have his horse.
Oh, what happened to the horse during the fight?
Oh, it was just he kept it behind him.
Oh, okay.
Yep. His trusty steed, Sven. He loves Sven.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
At least it's not named Roach.
I know, right? No, I went with Sven, the guy. I went with the reindeer off of Frozen.
Ooh.
I have kids. I can do this.
That's interesting. It was daylight when we were fighting, was it?
Yeah, it was. It's been a few hours between killing the orcs, making
Because
camp, finding shelter with the tree, and bandaging up. I would say a good couple hours has passed, and it definitely the sun has gone down.
No, that's fine. It's not that. It's the when we were doing the fighting. Because I've just Shadow Wolf's just been on orcs and thinking, okay, can orcs see in the dark? Yes, they can. But they get a -1 light sensitivity penalty during the day.
That's why they didn't notice you when they were approaching.
So no, I just looked it up and I thought, but apparently orcs actually literally get a penalty when fighting in daylight areas. But it must have been. Well, I don't know.
They've gotten lucky.
Yeah. Hey, we survived. No, unfortunately, they're going to have just as good a dark vision as you guys, rather than. In fact, so if there's orcs over there, then
Well, hold on, Colin. You don't want to get sued, so it's legally distinct from D&D. You've got deep vision and twilight vision, so not dark vision or infravision.
whatever it is.
We're playing Castles and Crusades here, guys. Not.
They can see in the dark as well as you guys can.
Okay, good point. Oh, there we go.
But unlike you guys, they're not so good in daylight. So
Let me see.
Yeah.
Here. Orcs.
you're not the only one who's fought them, my friend.
Ah, here we go.
It's been a
Orc.
while, but
Light sensitivity. Yes, they suffer a -1 penalty to hit rolls. I did that right. Yep.
okay. That's right.
And they already had a -1 penalty. That's why they didn't hit you guys a whole bunch.
Oh, okay.
If you
No,
think about
that's
it,
fair enough.
the only one that went down was Ezramir.
Yeah, and Lucy's took a couple as well.
Lucius
Next
took like
time your
3.
orcs are gonna be toast.
Lucius took like 3 stabs. Ezramir
No,
took
I've-
1.
I've actually got double figures of hit points now as well. So
Gotta love that.
You know,
So
I've got double figures, so I've been lucky. I actually started with 11, and I've not even leveled up yet.
I say next up. Well, I've got almost as many hit points as I've got armor
Alright.
class at the moment.
So what is the plan for the night? You guys need to describe. Let's get back into character here. So what is the plan for the night?
We needed to split the shifts. Since Lucius is human, can't see in the dark,
Hmm?
and he's injured, he needs to sleep.
All right.
So,
yep, he
we
is
need
sleeping.
to split. We need to split the watch between both of us, and I'll take first watch.
Fair enough.
All right. So
I'll take first watch.
Rubble takes first watch.
Wait a minute. And silly question. Right, it's twilight just now.
Yes.
How dark does it get?
Well,
It's just because
Point-
I'm assuming we would know, because is it, you know what it's like, I'm thinking, is it like twilight just now, it goes to pitch black, and then as the sun comes up, it gets lighter.
I believe deep vision you can see color. Okay, but deep vision.
No, I'm not thinking about me. I'm actually thinking about, I've got deep vision, so the dark doesn't bother me. But
No.
with twilight
That's-
vision, would it be
that's why I
better
asked.
for Colin to have the later shift because it might be later because it's coming into morning?
Oh, that's
I can
true.
see even under starlight and moonlight. That's why I asked about the overcast conditions, because twilight, starlight, and moonlight I can see very well still.
What distance?
Well, I can distinguish colour and detail up to a mile. If I'm outside.
Right, so either it doesn't matter then. Both of us are.
Yeah, basically.
So we'll just split the shit. We'll split the thing, and I'll take the first shift.
Yeah, I was about to say, between the twilight vision doesn't have a distance stated, but that's because he can see up to normal distance, which would be 120 feet for any character if it was like regular daylight. And then with you having deep vision, you can see in pitch blackness, like grayscale color,
Yep,
up to 120
about
feet.
100.
So in twilight, you are seeing everything.
Yeah, it's just I was thinking if it you know what it's like, it gets at night it gets darker quicker, but during overnight it lightens up as it's becoming into day. So I was thinking if his twilight vision was less than the deep vision, he would have been better in the second shift rather than the first, and that's what I was trying to work out.
Ah, okay.
But,
if
I'll go for that. I'll go for the first shift, and that way, Colin or Shadow Wolf can do the second watch.
All right. All right. So Rubble takes first watch and has no issues. You see nothing. And once your shift is over, Shadow Wolf takes over.
Yep.
And then the sunlight comes up. You notice as the sun keeps coming up, you notice that the lights in the distance are being harder and harder to see every time. And so once that happens, Azramir has recovered about 7 hit points, and Lucius did recover 1. He still looks kind of like pale, but he is of night. He's not going to tell you guys. He's not going to tell you guys when there's something wrong. And he's like, so he's getting up. He's getting his gear on.
I think you need to go back and notify the keep. We're going to have a look. It looks like a large camp in the distance based on last night. And you've got the horse, so you would be able to get back quicker.
Yeah, not long, but
and
are you
we will
sure?
scout ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm still useful. I mean, those orcs, they just got a few lucky shots. I'm a lot better fighter.
It's nothing to do with the fighting. The keep needs to be informed that it looks like a large camp was seen at night.
All right. I'll inform them. Travel safe, my friend. And he holds out his hand for you to shake it.
Hold on there, Lucius. I think we'll need you. So, does anyone have like a raven you can send back?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, tough titties. Let's get moving.
All right. I'm confused. Is he agreeing for me to come with you guys, or disagreeing with what you have?
Yes, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
He thinks that we need the help.
I think the keep needs the help, or needs to be warned.
Yeah, I mean, we're out here supposedly scouting for starters, aren't we?
So there's no point us actually going into the unknown, the keep not knowing what could be coming. Because it's been raiding parties, but we saw a big camp. You need to be...
that's fair enough. But hold on, let me say this in character. Okay, Lucius, go notify the keep, but we need to have a rendezvous point where you can meet up with us again when you get back.
How about here?
Here.
Right here where you guys made camp. We'll meet here when you guys are ready.
This is the point at which Shadow Wolf is pointing to the ground and making a circle.
All right.
And this
because he remembers the hand signals for this.
And this is the point where thousands of years in the future, people will be looking over this hill in the sky and be like, "Why is there that marking there?" Kind of like how in is it the marker or the markings on the ground in the UK of the guy with the massive phallus coming out of.
No, I'm not. No, I'm holding my hand up. I'm literally making a circle in the air. It's
Okay.
literally it's military rendezvous here hand sign.
I just thought it'd be funny if that was.
Yeah. The phallus. No.
We'll do that at some point in the campaign.
Giant,
just mark the ground and it'll be there for thousands of years.
All right. So Lucius gets on Sven and rides back to the keep. You guys press on to the caves, or where you thought the caves were located at, and
well, where we think the fires we saw or the glow we saw, we're heading that direction because that's the point we are looking for. We had a rough idea. Shadow Wolf actually watched it as the light came up, so I'm assuming you have a better idea of the direction we're going.
All right. So you guys head up there. Once you get close to that location, what do you guys do? How do you guys decide to approach?
Slowly.
As you guys slowly approach the location, you peek up and you notice that there is a cave that looks like it's inside of like a side of a little slag of rock. You notice it's a different elevation of the mountain land that you're currently been traveling on, and you notice it's actually patrolled by kobolds.
So, Shadow Wolf, do you think, I'm saying it quietly, do you think this is where the glow came from?
Looking around to see if there's any signs of a fire. That's the question I was going to ask. Any signs of fire or anything around here?
Well, there is definitely signs of like the ground has been littered. Like you could tell, people do walk away from the cave and back to the cave.
I want to look to see if this is where the fires we saw last night were. That
Yes,
looked like a camp.
yes, it does look like a camp. You got torches. The caves are lit. You can tell that the torches. There's torches inside the cave. There is a small light coming from the cave.
How many kobolds are outside?
As you're looking around, you're counted 2 of them.
Shadow Wolf, what do you think the chances are of the 2 of us taking them out with 1 shot each?
What do we know about kobolds? Well, can we see what they're wearing?
Would we know about kobolds just as a matter of course because we're adventurers?
Well, the dwarves, because the dwarves have their languages goblinoid, halfling, elf, orcish, giant. So I'm assuming they would have an understanding because they can speak goblinoid, and kobolds
Or a form of goblinoid, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me double check that. I've got the book right here. I can actually.
Yeah,
get
because
into it now.
with the enmity for goblins and orcs, I don't know if that covers kobolds, but so they must have.
Well, they're at least a form of a reptile.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they dog creatures?
Hang on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay. I always liked the idea that I saw on Twitter some time ago. All of the animals in the world.
So kobolds are small, scaly humanoids covered in sparse layers of thin fur. You do see them. You do see them wearing hide, like thin hide fur, and they are carrying spears, and you do see them attached with bucklers. And they do have light sensitivity too, so they're definitely not detecting you guys.
How far away are we?
You're about 60 feet.
So
What are they doing?
They're just patrolling the cave, walking back and forth.
do you think we should actually try and get a wee bit closer and maybe try and take them out?
Yeah, what's the
If we
ground cover
don't-
like?
I was thinking if we don't and we miss them, they'll raise the alarm.
Ah, that's the problem. So I'm thinking, what's the ground cover like?
Hold on, guys. I know what to say to them.
Oh my god. I did not expect that. That was a good one there, Witch King.
Well, you distract them.
Yeah, he's going to distract them, and he's going to use a reference to this adventure, the Key by the Borderlands.
See if we can get a little bit closer first of all, then we can take him out on each.
Okay.
If we're going to do this.
Yeah.
I just want to go say Arky Bark Bark.
Alright, so what do you do?
Oh, for me or for everyone else?
No, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm going up to them and saying Arky Bark Bark, which is what he thinks that kobold sounds like.
And you can't speak kobold either.
Shadowcat and I are going to try and circle round behind them, or not behind them because we know we can't get a bit closer, but from the side. So,
Because in a minute we're in extreme range.
So yeah. So basically, what we want to do is we want to actually go up the sides as Azimir goes up the front, so he's got their attention, and then we can hopefully fire in.
All right.
when
So
they've got their attention. That's what we're
Alright.
planning to do.
all right.
Yeah.
I need you guys to Ooh. Ooh. Well, no matter what, your stealth attack is going to work regardless because it is daylight. And they did roll a perception roll. They didn't see you guys the entire time. So real quick before we act out this scene, I want to get everything in order. You guys both need to give me attack rolls to what you're doing. And you get a +4 bonus.
Oh, okay. So we're going straight in for attack. Okay.
Yep. So you roll your d20, add your attack bonus, your standard, and then you get a +4 additional.
Nice-ish.
I got 13.
Okay.
I
And
got 11.
well, you're sneaking up to him, so I'm gonna say that definitely does hit.
Which, oh, good. So that's one
And
away
they are
from
distracted too, which I
clean
think
crit miss.
Yep. Nope. We're gonna say they both hit because
Yeah.
they are also distracted. So,
I like that because any loan it would have been a bloody fumble.
yep. And with them being distracted, that does actually gives you an additional +1. So yeah, it should have been a +5 modifier. Sorry, +5 additional.
Okay.
So instead of
12 in that case.
Yeah,
Alright.
that will take me up to 14 then.
Yep. All right. So you guys both hit.
Right.
Did you say roll damage?
Yep. Roll damage.
5.
All right. What are you attacking with exactly?
Short bow.
Okay.
bow.
Both short bows. Okay. All right. Ezra. All right. Witch
Hopefully,
King.
hopefully straight through the throat so they can't make a sound.
All right. Ezra. Act out the scene real quick before I tell you that the arrows have entered the scene, and you go from there.
Okay, so Asmir has a bright idea, so he goes up to the kobolds and taps them on the shoulder and says, "Arky bark bark, barky ark bark bark bark, arky bark bark."
They draw the spears. They look at each other and then they draw the spears. But before they can do anything, as their mouths begin to open and make a sound, both arrows of both Rebel and Asmir, or not Asmir, as Rebel and Shadow Wolf's arrows went right through their throats and went down the throat and out the back of their neck a little bit.
Didn't try to cover those.
He gives a thumbs up to
And
Shadow
just-
Wolf.
and they just both plop down dead.
And Rubble just turns round to Azamir and goes, Burka, 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 Burka.
You understand what you do?
We forgot the most important thing with the orcs. We didn't search the bodies.
No, we didn't. We can go back.
But we didn't search the bodies.
Right, so what we need to do is drag these two kobolds out the way and
We'll worry about searching the bodies off screen, guys. Let's just
Yeah.
keep going. The scene is
Yeah, sure.
rich.
right,
Again,
we need to drag the two kobolds out the way so nobody in the cave can see them. Because
Alright.
we obviously don't want to drag attention back out if we've taken them out quickly.
I will try to recover the arrows.
All right. All right, so you guys are at an entrance of the cave. So the entrance is about roughly, I mean, it's a big size entrance.
What do we see when we're looking at it from the outside? Because we're obviously, once we've got the kobolds out the way, we're not going to stand in the entrance. We're going to basically try and...
You guys don't see anyone else at the entrance. It was just two kobolds at this time.
Yeah, but if we go up to the entrance at the side to have a wee look in, we're not wanting to actually stand.
Yeah,
So
you
people
don't
can-
see or hear anything. But but if you also go inside, it's full length. Like an 8-foot like an 8-foot creature or a 12-foot creature could stand in here, if that's what you're talking about.
Just
Can
want
I
to
hit-
see what's the inside of it look like.
Sorry, it just took me a
That's
minute to realize what you just said.
Yeah.
Can I hear anything?
No.
Okay.
So do we enter and have a look round?
I think so.
All right.
So that's what we'll
I
plan.
need
That's
you.
what we're
I
planning.
need everyone to give me a perception roll, which is a wisdom roll.
Ooh,
Okay.
15.
9.
That is
Wisdom,
an
minus 1, so
Right.
14.
Okay.
That's an 18.
All right. So is Rubble's wisdom is not prime, correct?
It's not primed.
All right. So that's fail. Shadow Wolf, is your wisdom prime?
No.
All right, then that's a fail. Azramir, I know your wisdom is prime because you're a cleric. What is your score?
18.
18.
Mhm.
Oh
You
God,
want to
yes.
cover the hours.
As you guys all three are approaching inside, Azramir, you did detect a trap.
I did or I didn't?
You did.
Okay. I move my hand out to the back of me and I say, "Hold on, guys. There's a trap ahead."
Before they
Right.
both listen, they triggered the trap and began falling
Oh.
down a hole.
Oh no!
Oh, just a sec. Can we do? Can I ask a question?
Can't.
Given that I've got a +9 for traps,
Can I
Yeah,
ask a
that's what
question?
I was about to ask, 'cause he's a rogue.
and it's the reason I ask is it's down as an int skill, which is prime for me.
Were you looking for a trap, or were you just well, technically that would count. All right, so take your 9 and add the find traps to it. Does that exceed beyond 18? That's my question.
It brings it up to 18.
Oh, it does. Holy crap!
See, yeah, and I was going to actually say, I've got Stonecraft and it
For-
says any features, if I pass within 10 feet, I get a +2. Unfortunately, that would only take me to 16, so it wouldn't make any difference.
Okay, all right.
Like I said,
It's only if I was actively looking for something, then
Okay,
I would
so
add a
how about
+4.
How about this
Let-
for a
let-
better scene? Okay, so as Azramir tries to stop you both, stop Shadow Wolf and Rubble, you guys both triggered the trap and began falling down the hole. Except Shadow Wolf was able to basically step aside because he figured that the ground was not right, and then he picked it up and then he was managed to grab onto a ledge. But who is going to try and grab onto Rubble?
I think I will.
Give me a dexterity roll.
And in
Okay.
all fairness, Rubble will be trying to grab onto himself as well.
Okay.
I'll try and grab Rubble if I can.
All right. Dexterity
It's not
roll.
po-
All right. So Shadow Wolf and Azramir, dexterity rolls, both of
I
you.
rolled a 19.
Oh, geez. Is your dexterity like?
It's just a
Prime?
9. It's an average.
Okay. No. But is it prime?
It's not no.
Okay, and it's still 19. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And what did Shadow Wolf get?
Hold on, I'm just double checking that one. It is prime. And that 13.
13. Okay. Well, you both succeeded. You guys, out of a quick reaction, you both each grab Rubble's hands as his feet are dangling down in a 6-foot pit, or beyond a 6-foot pit. Excuse me, it's a huge foot pit. I don't know what the feet is. It does 1d6 damage if he was to land, but you guys are both on your bellies, hanging on to Rubble.
You've got the strength to pull him up, Azramir, because I.
Oh, wait a minute! Do you guys got strength to pull him up?
Well, my strength's 11. It's not a prime.
Give me a strength roll to see if you guys pull him up.
Okay, so that is almost certainly not, because that's a 6, and I've got no bonuses on that.
Oh boy! What about Azramir here? That's a fail.
I failed.
No. Shadow Wolf did.
You've not rolled yet.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No, I'm waiting for your roll.
Oh, what am I rolling?
Strength check.
Okay, strength. I got that as a prime. And that is a 4.
Oh boy. So the ground
Mm-hmm.
the ground around the pit gave away, and you all three fell into the pit.
There's no spikes down here, are there?
No, it's just a huge drop.
Okay, it's just a huge drop. That's better.
All right. All right. Azamir, you take 5 points of damage.
Shit. I'm down to 1 hit point. Or
Rubble,
2 hit points.
Rubble, you take 3 points of damage.
Right, that's me down to 8.
And Shadow Wolf, you take 6 points of damage.
Oh, I'm so glad I got up a level.
What are you down to?
6.
6? Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh, wow, yeah. So good thing you were there, because that would have finished you off. All right.
Yeah.
So that's about half. Rubble, what's the difference between? Although that's only 3 points. What are you down to? What's your?
I'm down to 8.
8. Okay, so that means you were at 11. And Azamir, you're down to 1, correct?
I'm down to 2 because
2.
I was
That's right.
at 7, so minus 5 is 2.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just say you guys landed pretty roughly, and the scene cuts there. Like it's like you guys fell down a hole. The audience hears you land, and boom, to be continued.
Oh no!
Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Flash is alive!
No. I like that because it was Flash Gordon. The next episode, we won't actually have fallen down the pit. You know what I did?
Aye, you would have probably bounced.
Yeah, you did a cliffhanger. The car goes over the edge. In the next episode, you see people jump out before a car goes over the edge. It's a typical cliffhanger.
All right, what do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about this session?
I really liked it, but I have a question. What happened to Greenie?
Oh, I already explained that at the beginning of that. He went back to the farm.
Oh, you did?
He left a message, a letter saying he had to go back to his family because of problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he lost the 2 horses and the big ass carriage that did a lot of work on the farm.
Oh no.
Yep.
Does that mean lost all the rations?
So it looks like, if I ever get back in touch with Tobey for a little bit, looks like they helped him out with making sure he got home. He's like, I gotta go protect my family. So I'll probably have to do a side adventure with Tobey. So
make sure you record it because I'd like to see that.
Oh, we'll see. That'll have to be a special. So other than that, that is everything that I have for tonight, folks. We've actually been playing for a little over 2 hours. It's time to call it. This was a good session. We are actually let me see here. I'm going through my notes right now. And out of all the parts, this was, I believe, so far 4. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is a 5-part adventure, and you guys are on part 4.
Okay.
So you guys, which makes it good because technically from the start of session 1, the start of session 1 of chapter 2 to now, you guys have basically caught everything up. So you guys,
awesome.
So yeah, this one may be only 5 parts. So next time you guys are going to be exploring, if you guys can get out of this damn hole, you guys will be exploring the Caves of War.
Well, we should be able to get out the hole. Dwarfs should be able to get out of a hole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, that you're right about that one. So, all right. Well, that's everything I have for tonight. Any last words for our audience? Colin, you can go first. Any last words?
Wish we bought some healing potions. Hi folks, sorry I was watching the chat earlier on. So hi Dabman and Teresa, if you're still there with us.
All right, all right. Oh yes, I did forget. Yeah, Miss Martin Muses is here. Hello, and Dadman. Hopefully you guys are all still here. Sorry that we didn't really interact much with you guys in our chat. We were just trying to stay in character. So, all right, PJ, you got anything else for the audience today?
Not at all. Tomorrow, Colin and I will be on my channel, just talking geeky stuff. So you can join us then. But yeah, looking forward to the next session.
All right.
That's in 2 weeks' time, isn't it?
Yes, that'll be
Yes.
in June, which we will discuss after I wrap this up real quick.
I'll say so.
That's why I'm trying to
So,
wrap up this because I once we go behind closed doors, I want to make sure that we ain't giving out any personal information about our personal lives. So,
29th,
yep.
Monday week, 29th, we are doing the the first couple of episodes of the 1970s Japanese telling of.
Chinese.
No, I think it's a Japanese film. Right? It was a Japanese show of the Chinese journey to the West, Monkey Magic. We're doing on the FFSI channel. We're doing a retrospective on at least the first couple of episodes, at least of that particular show. If anybody's interested.
If that's the one that aired in the UK in the 80s or so, then there's
that's
a
the
role
one.
playing game for that.
Let's say born from an egg on a mountaintop. The nature of monkey was irrepressible. It's that one.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a role playing game by Grim Jim called The Irrepressibles. It's all about that.
Oh wow, is that? Ah.
All right,
I've got to get around to reading it.
Let's just try and wrap this up with the audience real quick. I don't mean
Sure.
to rush.
Yeah.
Yep. Witch King, got anything going on?
I try to meet up as often as I can with my group that plays Tekken or EPT with me. So hopefully we'll have a session coming up next week. I'll be doing some more reviews of Chalt and yeah. So Chalt review coming up. Chalt. Fuchsia Malaise, and then after that will be Chalt Chartreuse Shadows. Someone dropped out.
I think it was BJ.
Oh. But yeah. I meet up every so often to run EPT and I record it and everything else. And one last thing. I'm going to be in a live streamed game of Whitechester with one of the players from my EPT game.
Okay, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And my name is Tabletop Junkie. I know our screens are a little bit messed up. I do apologize for that. PJ probably had to leave really quickly. It was really super late. We've been online for almost 2.5 hours. So we gotta get wrapping this up. My name is Tabletop Junkie. Please follow everyone here. I do have their links to their YouTube channels in my description. Please go ahead and follow these folks. Please follow me. I'm at 102 subs, I think, right now. I'm trying to get up to 110. Come on, we got more content coming out. We will be returning to Castles and Crusades in 2 weeks' time. And I will be following that up with any news on my Twitter account in case that we can't, but I have every intention in doing that. However, this busy, I will not be attending. There's a couple streams I usually attend on Saturdays. I usually try to peek in at PJ's stream. However, I won't be able to do that tomorrow because I'm at Comic-Con. I will try and probably do a unscheduled, aired stream of me at Comic-Con. Oh, his Discord crashed. Yep. I will be doing probably doing an unscheduled live stream of me at Comic-Con because that would be that's every nerd's dream is to go there, so I'm going to be doing that. Alright, so that's everything I have. Hey, for the folks that tuned in, thank you so much for coming in. I know we didn't do a lot of interacting with you guys, but unfortunately when we're kind of doing actual plays like this, we're not able to do a lot of that. We're trying to stay in character as well as getting the facts straight about what we're seeing and what in describing the scene, so that's what we try to focus on. But we are going to acknowledge you at the end of the stream like I am now. And for the future viewers, I hope you guys like what we see. I just let you guys know that this video will be on Rumble starting probably tomorrow morning. I do have a Rumble account that's linked to my YouTube account, so I premiere it everywhere, trying to get more out there. And stay tuned, I'm working with an editing program on my editing, and I'm looking at remastering these videos.
Wow, nice.
Yep. So, so when we do the remastering of the videos, I will probably be getting with everyone here, to see who's going to be on that. I definitely want the cast, such as Colin, PJ, and I definitely want Witch King in there with me. We are going to be talking with the audience. If not, we're going to be the audience out of our own show, guys. We get to watch ourselves and laugh at ourselves. So I am actually going to be doing that, and the videos should be coming out in better quality than what they are now. My quality that they are now is the max HD version that YouTube allows, so I will be probably maxing them out even more. There's no way to do that. Really, it's not possible. Oh, and PJMaybe back.
Oh yeah, excellent.
Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll be definitely doing that. I think this is going to be, I think since we're getting back to doing these live, once I figure out if I have more time from work, if I'm able to do that or not, we will be getting back to Let's Talk Castles and Crusades, and we may be using these videos as a basis to talk about some of our topics. So, yeah, we'll be definitely... And there's definitely an echo. All right, well, I don't
Yeah,
want
my fault. Sorry,
Yep,
my
you're
fault. I
good.
was basically still trying to actually listen to what was happening.
All right, well, without further ado, I have to go backstage with these gentlemen, and we got to make sure everything is sorted out for 2 weeks from now, and I have to go fetch dinner. I'm ordering pizza tonight because tomorrow's Comic-Con. I'm taking my son, my girlfriend's son, and my girlfriend. We're all going, and actually we're meeting up with like a group of people. We got a group of people that just so happens I met up with a bunch of people that are all going to Comic-Con, and they all kind of work with me. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Awesome.
turns out there's a lot of people in my area that do the same crap I do. Love it. And I'm a big Star Trek fan, so Trekkie! I'm going to see if I can meet Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner, because they're going to be there at this Comic-Con.
Wow. Nice.
Yes. But I will try and keep you guys up to date. I will probably be doing some on-air stuff. You might get to see a face review, you might not. Not going to promise or guarantee anything. Just lots going on tomorrow. This is going to be a fun weekend. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and share it with all my viewers and everyone that I can. So, other than that, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy this nice outro here real quick, and you guys have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.